Whoa, everybody. Merry Christmas. Also Comics Podcast. Good one. Did it again. Doing
We
it
did.
again. And Christmas again. Got a new Conan shirt for myself for Christmas. Merry Christmas, me.
Oh, that's cool, Mark. Good job.
Nobody can really buy me anything.
No. What did your daughters get you? Anything cool?
Godzilla pants. Godzilla pajama pants. Which is all you need, really. That's it. That's all you need.
That's all you need. I got two things here. I got two shirts. Again, can't buy for me. See if we can see them.
You're the opposite of me. I buy from you all the time.
I don't buy for
Oh,
me.
cool.
It's a t-shirt. Uh, see if we can get it up here all the way.
Peacemaker.
It's Peacemaker kicking Superman's butt.
Whoa.
I
Hey,
don't
that's not
necessarily
nice.
I don't necessarily agree with that outcome of that battle, but it's a
You
cool
sure
shirt. It's
about that?
funny. This one, I don't know how she just got it. She just, I guess, got it made. You ready for this, Marky?
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
wow. What is that ad? What's the first
it's
image? A Jay Lee?
Jaylee Chapel,
Hmm.
and then Beta Rock Die Hard Shaft by Liefeld.
Right. Were those four block in something though? Like was that like an ad or something?
I don't know.
Dope.
I don't know if I want to know. I kind of like the. I don't know. I don't. I kind of like the secret of how she did it. Like, how did she choose these four images, or was this an ad somewhere?
Whoa.
But it's good.
Rob, you
It's
stumped. That's your whole job. Like you're part of your job
well,
is
all right.
tearing stuff apart.
Well,
Well, you
I
know where
built with.
things are from, but I'm saying like the
Yeah,
images
yeah.
four in a row is can 'cause I got a Wizard magazine that had like a Youngblood poster, but that was never posted anywhere else. I think I got that was that Wizard 36 before
No,
and it
no,
didn't
love.
have
Look at Die Hard's head. Look at the banding on that. That's a '90s banding.
yeah.
You don't get good banding today.
No
Oh,
banding.
here's something awesome. So Liefeld post on Facebook yesterday. He's like, "You're the president of Marvel. What do you do?" And of course, most of the replies are like, "Stupid." People just ridiculously don't know how the industry works. But then Kevin Grevos responds with like a huge breakdown of everything he would do, and I'm like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, that's pretty dead on, Kevin." Like, and Liefeld's like, "Yeah, thanks for all that work. That's exactly what I would do."
Co-creator of Underworld, Kevin Greg Books.
Yeah.
He's in it, isn't he?
Also,
In it? He's like the one of the werewolves or something,
dude,
right?
yeah, he's a big dude. He's like a
Yeah.
big, deep voice, like Star Trek alien guy. Bodyguard, former bodyguard, like the dude's just got skills.
Hmm.
And even though people are like, oh, Underworld's a ripoff of whatever, who cares? Also, whatever he's ripping off is also a ripoff. It's werewolves versus vampires.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that's always been in our heads, probably since like
It's good. It's
Universal.
good vampires though. It was like
It's
before
his take on it. It's
Twilight.
his yes,
Yeah.
it's a better take.
Pre-Twilight. I think it's better take. I think it's better take. So I don't care. I don't mind those movies. They don't bother me as much. I think it's interesting to see to kind of watch them now. Like I'm curious on that Resident Evil movie next year, which people are like, why is Zach Kreger like doing that? And he's like, well, I'm a big geek and I love that franchise, or he loves not even the movies, he loves like the game. So he's trying to make closer to the games. So, but coming off weapons, we were just like everyone's like, just make your thing, just make your thing. So,
Okay,
but
how about you just let people do what they want to do? I don't
no
know.
way,
It's kind of weird.
no, no one, everyone should do what we want them to do. So, all right, let's jump into the news. I don't know if you saw this news.
I didn't.
This is the Batman 5, which I think is coming out a couple next week, 7th, I think. But they switched it. So this was also station said Lady Deathman. Lady Deathman. So you know me, I love Deathman, Lord Deathman, or Deathman, but they changed it to the Ojo, which means young woman. Cool. That's not as cool. But this
Is
was
that what
the
is
solicitation
that
where it
what
says
is that
Lady
what
Deathman
Ojo
strikes.
means?
Young woman.
Didn't
Cool.
Sam Keith had a comic called Ojo, but I never looked up what Ojo was. I just thought it was like a weird name.
Yeah, I just think it's like it just doesn't play as much. It's not as cool. It's not as cool. There's Deathman. I think I have this issue, or I think maybe so. I think it's only in like one issue, but where I found the most excitedness was the Lord Deathman stuff, which actually I had in the Batman manga Chip Kid
Gotcha.
book, which was all in Japanese for the most part, and then. But on the DC app, this is actually really good on the DC app if you've ever read it on the DC app because it's all single panel and it's creepy. And I do love just the bursts of color that they had. I guess whatever magazine they put this in Japan, every 10th page,
Mhm.
couple pages would be like red, like just spots of red. So it looked great. It looked great. And then again, same thing if you go panel for panel, it's just scary, you know.
Yeah,
And
that
then
looks awesome.
and they're numbered, so you read them, you would read them the way. So I wonder, again, I think now most of manga now people read they know how to read it, but here for me it's a bit better, or I'll just go panel for panel, you know.
Yeah, panel for panel really works with manga just because it's drawn in a it's already drawn small. They're not breaking up, it just works.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of Golden Age works great. Golden Age works
Golden Age
great,
works great.
because that's usually a 9 panel grid.
You know what it
Legion,
is? It's
Giffen
these
Legion works great.
it's these 90s image guys. They think they're so awesome.
They
Look at me, I'm
ruined
breaking a
everything.
border. Here's a hand reaching through, the stuff that we love that brought us into comics.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck that.
Not good. Not good with panel to panel.
Yeah, no good. Morrison and I think 2 issues of Batman Incorporated had Lord Deathman coming back. Um, that's the cover here. I don't know if you saw.
Is that Yannick Paquette?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you saw this, but I don't think I read this far out in the Batman 66, but apparently there was a Lord Deathman issue
No, I
here,
want to finish reading it. I just haven't.
which had I didn't realize this. It had our friendish Sandy Jarrell actually had a print that he put on the website. I wonder if that's still there. I kind of like that color one. That's pretty dope. He switched the
Yeah,
Robin but that's great. Uh,
that's cool.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. And that's
so we're getting this.
Sandy did the interior, so but yeah, let me go. But oh, and then I don't know if you saw this. Let me see if I can play this. I guess they had this on. Let me see.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's actually a couple different storylines, but just straight up Jiro Kuroda. I mean, that Brave and the Bold show is just freaking awesome. This was just like one of the openings.
That's awesome. I get it's such a hole in my viewing.
I don't understand.
That's
There it
this
is.
is all.
Last episode, Batman and
Lord
his
Death.
men triumphed over their archenemy, Lord Deathman, after he returned from the grave. But this time,
No,
will their most cunning
no, he won't.
adversary
Yeah.
stay buried?
So that's pretty great. Yeah, that's good times. Good times. Good times. Well, the Marvel solicitations came out after our solicitation show last week, but I
Okay.
really only found a handful of stuff that I liked. I don't know who drew this. I couldn't, it wasn't listed in there, but this is pretty insane.
It
It
looks
looks
like
like
Car
James
Andrews.
Harren. It looks like, yeah, nah, it's not. It's not. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch of people, but I can't tell. That's probably It seems like Sanford Green. There is the only thing I don't think I covered it because the cover looked kind of boring. There is an X-Men annual that I think Ryan Stegman is writing, and it's Sanford Green. There's a bunch of people drawing it. I'm like, geez. I don't know if we covered this, but I guess they're bringing back Alias instead of having like it as Marvel Max. It's just a red band book, and you don't have. I guess David Max is adjacent to Bendis, but you're not going to have Michael Gaydos. You're not going to call him. I don't understand. They have Sentry coming back. No Jay Lee cover. Alias coming back. We're not going to call him. You think Michael Gaydos is expensive? No, but would make a nice painted cover better than this fucking cover. The hell is that cover? I don't want Ji Young Lee. No, 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 no. That's okay. All
I
these
like
these
Ji
three
Young Lee.
covers are bad. All these three covers are terrible. They're just
Yeah.
bad. I just don't know. That's good. Thank you. Do that,
Yeah,
please.
that's perfect.
I guess I kind of like this logo here. They have a 25 and they have, I don't know, it looks like a dude, but I think that's a Gato's image. Also, X-Men United, e-viewing gets another. Stop making X-Men books. Stop making, like, no one cares about this book. This cover is the best thing that's going to be about it. That's it.
That's a great cover.
But here's the thing. You can't get a gatefold. You can buy A and
Ugh.
B. You can't get it together. Way to
But
go. You can buy a
that's
poster. There's
okay.
a poster for it. This
These
this I'm
covers,
interested in this.
listen, I like this is RB Silva.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's good, but it doesn't look gritty enough. I don't know. I just see Cable. I think it is the ink lines aren't great on Cable. I don't know. That's just me
Yeah, I
personally.
don't care about Helverine being in it. I don't think that's a good idea. That's almost like a isn't that like what's a Timberwolf? It's like a Timberwolf like logo, which Timberwolf was almost. I guess
Yeah,
the
right.
only yeah, I mean the Cable I think is like it's your complete artistic license to do like I grabbed an issue yesterday, which was
Cable is your artistic license to make a big, absolute Batman size. Cable's huge.
yeah,
Yes.
like you have this where it's just going to be him doing a crazy. Well, I think him showing up, I think is really fun.
You know what I feel
Yeah,
like? I feel
just
like
Cable showing up, awesome.
they're not going into, I think they're drawing these covers. They're just drawing the covers without thinking about the characters. Cable, huge, detailed. Helverine, there should be something more spooky about him. He's Helverine. There's something to be tortured about Archangel. It's like they're not thinking about the characters as they draw the cover. I'm probably
Is
looking into it a little bit too much.
who is that? Is that Dakin or that's just no one or it's
I think it's taken because he's got the claw
I
underneath.
saw that. Yeah, that's so stupid. I swear to God, making me insane. So. Yeah, this I would like. I mean, but see, here's the thing: is like same thing here. You announce, and again, Gail Simone, which she did. I don't even understand the story. Did you read the story on Bleeding Cool about Marv Wolfman? She
No.
was writing something. She was writing like an in memoriam about Len Wein, maybe, and wrote Marv Wolfman by accident for something, and it got posted somewhere. I don't understand.
Wow.
And she's like, "Oh, I mixed them up. I meant Len Wein." And I'm like, "Len Wein died years ago. Why are you writing an in memoriam now?" She's like, "Oh, I was writing a book." And Marv's like, "No problem." I'm like, "You posted something that Marv Wolfman's dead. He's not dead. What are you talking about?" Like, it's just everything's insane. Everything's insane. And also, there's no way that I think it's funny that Bleeding Cool Writes has these articles about like AI doing this and that. There's no way that article is written by someone because I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I couldn't tell. Like, it's just these stories aren't written by anyone. It's hard for me to even
Uh,
cover it because I don't have all the facts. Like, not all the facts are there. Like these clickbait articles are just horrible. Like
it,
just.
it's it's just too easy to AI stuff. It's just too easy.
Whew. But yeah,
Lazy.
so you're gonna have. But see, here's the thing: you're gonna have a Legion of Monsters. This is just a regular X-Men
Mhm.
cover. Thanks. You're gonna have the entire Legion of Monsters. They mentioned that everyone's in it. Frankenstein, and then you're just gonna have Werewolf by
A
Night cover.
a werewolf cover. Oh, it's a nice cover. I
Yeah,
think the
it's
werewolf looks
Marquez. It's all
awesome.
right. And I guess I just missed that. What's going on now with this? It's the undead Iron Fist now. That's
Right?
almost done. I want Lionel you just to draw this book. Like I don't know. I mean, it'd be perfect for this book. But I guess I just missed the first issue. This is number two. I guess I just missed it. And like, does anyone like? It's not Master Kung Fu. It's not Iron Fist.
Mhm.
But do you think anyone's like, oh, I wish I had a Kunlun book? What are you talking about? Like,
It
again, I
it
think it's
wouldn't make
fascinating.
it wouldn't make the 26 books cut off of Kevin Grievo's list.
This logo
You
sucks,
know, you
and
know it's
it's just
funny.
not big.
We should comment on that because I listen. Milligan and I, when he was my helper for UPS one year, we sat there and we said DC and Marvel should each have 20 books, and we came up with the 20 perfect comic books to keep that company strong. And it's funny, so Kevin Grevioux says 26 books. He goes, you could grow to 40 if they're really good books, but if not, no. And he goes, and of course you should have a couple 64-page special books. Maybe those reach the bookstores, maybe those reach, you know what I mean? And that's where you try it, your new talent, like Marvel Comics Presents style stuff.
Yeah, that's what the bonus books. That's what Liefeld talks about, the bonus books. And but he went the most recent podcast he had was just all about Liefeld was just about these people wouldn't be on A list. The variant covers for Daredevil are just all like C list, D list.
Yes, conversations we've been having.
Yeah,
And are those C and D list books worth it? Are having covers by C and D and E people who aren't new, who aren't great, maybe because they're new, they haven't been for me, you know, are
yeah.
those are comic stores ordering them? I don't think so.
If you're
Some
if you're
comics
doing the order ratios, then no. Like just you can
you
decide.
you order the A cover because that's what people collect, and you order your other
Most
best
time.
cover, whether it's by the interior artist or a J. Scott Campbell variant or
Or
Car
or
Andrews.
McFarlane or McFarlane-ish. Um, yeah, McFarlane has an open order, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but then what ends up happening is that like the cover artists like this, we can't have Russell Dodman interiors because he just makes too much money on prints and in this. And again, I don't know how you make this. He was in New York, but he was packed. I was sitting down like sorting some stuff and I was looking wanted to go talk to him, but it was just packed.
Listen,
But I miss it. But if you think about his run that he did for Thor was like fucking good. War of the Realms was real good. And then
yeah,
it's just like you're throwing away your storytelling. It's over. You can't go back to it. It's hard to go back to it. You know. Look, I hate this fucking logo. Why
that is
can't they
bad
all use what is the deal?
because it's owned by Diamond and Diamond owns the logo. You think it should be something that's like public domain as far as like this is something we all put together.
Yeah.
You shouldn't own it. Um,
Well, yeah, but
Comics
even
Giveaway Day.
even
And the Comics Giveaway Day is not a great title either.
for Comic Day is the perfect logo. It's the perfect it was just big, bold. Everyone should just take it anyway. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
They should.
This is a terrible and what bummed me out about this when I first saw this, I was like, oh, maybe they're all crossing over. They're not. There's like three individual stories. Way to go. You messed it up. Same thing here. But we do have a Nick Klein story back here. It's supposedly a new Nick Klein story, a new Hulk story in there.
All
But
right.
I don't even know if Hulk's listed. Is Hulk has something to do with Queen and Black or no? God, I hope not.
Don't know. Don't know.
Ugh.
What's this?
Do we think that what's his name's taken over? Do we think that not Fraction, Chip Zdarsky has taken over Avengers? Is that
We
what
don't
all this is
know.
going to be?
It could be. It could be.
Ugh. Yuck.
Where are these Chip Zdarsky fans? Where are they? I don't know any.
I almost did a count. I almost did a count when we were talking about X-Men. Why are there so many female X-Men books? Like there's like a bunch of them. There's like seven. Like who's collecting them?
I don't know. The
You
amount
know?
of females to male ratio in comics is still low. I mean, there's still guys that like them. It's just, but are they helping the industry? Are they selling? Like, if it's a good book, it's a good book. If you have a good female book, I'm in. But if
Yeah.
it's just like a book, like is there a reason they're just females? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. I guess I mean are the variants covers selling that well? The like that like oh well we're just gonna have these pinups on covers. Like it's just whatever. I just don't know. There's no strong. I mean, I'm interested in the Cyclops book that Alex Pack Lindell's doing because I think he's a talent that probably could be like the next Dennis Camp. I feel like I've read one or two things that he did before and it was pretty good. So I do like these omnibuses that they're doing that they decide to also include a lot of side stories. Some Marvel Comics Presents. I think they have yeah. So they have Daredevil Annual Spectacular Marvel Comics Presents. A bunch of different Marvel Comics Presents Marvel Holiday Special too. 1,000 pages, 125. This was a pinup in Marvel Fanfare. I always thought it was never finished. We've talked about it a couple times. It was a hidden gem variant for one of the Daredevils. It's just not done. It's like I never liked it. But also I think that this like Bagley cover is no good either. So I think both of them are kind of bad. Also, this could be bigger. That's what she said.
Yep.
Um, but good. I mean, it's nice that, you get to have two. I don't know what's better. You technically could have had one big John Romita Jr. omnibus, uh, and that's it. But then, like, what if you had that plus Man Without Fear at the end? Like, you just had like John Romita Jr. and Daredevil, but Man Without Fear is in like the complete Frank Miller Daredevil. There's two hardcovers. There's like an Elektra. There's two card covers. This was actually, I guess, think I missed this. This is again, I've just been struggling with Mignola and his two-issue miniseries. What are you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand these two issues. One of two, two of two. Even the captain, whatever the captain, the pulp one that he's doing with Bruce Zick right now is three. I even think that I didn't cover it, but in the Marvel solicitations, all the Age of Revelation stuff has to be three trades that are almost $50 a piece because like a separate trade of cloak or dagger won't sell or was it Iron Frost or whatever like
Right, right.
you can't
No,
do
you're
that,
right.
so they have like the first portion of it and then a second one and then a third one, so you have three trades. I think they're like 54.99 or something, like 34.99 or $50. Who's buying that? We'll get into trades in a couple minutes because I'm got some Christmas money that I'm gonna probably spend soon. But I went on Stenbeck's. I think I told you this is part two. This book was very confusing. I don't know. I feel like this was a five-issue series that maybe just made it to four. I would love to look at the original solicits of this because issue four, I think I told you this, was like 2 or 3 pages and then it was like over. And then they have an epilogue. And I'm like, did I miss 20 pages? Very strange. But I really like this book, Our Bones Dust. I should probably do a reread on it, but the last issue was just completely befuddled me. Completely befuddled me. But yeah, I did like. So I'm very curious about this, and he's writing it also, which I think is pretty cool. Um, again, the lands unknown, curious objects, adjacent Hellboy stuff really was only ever three people. It was John Arcudi, Scott Alley, but Scott Alley, I believe, is pervert, right? So he was kicked out of
Yeah,
the
something.
industry.
He's
Whoops.
done. He's
Um,
done.
he's done. So it was only a handful of people, but now it's like Chris Golden, Mignola. Arcudi doesn't really come back too much, but I'm pretty excited about this. Titan Solicits. Well, this was more about that they're doing, and I also just think that Titan has a weird. They have like weird covers. Like their omnibus covers are just like an issue cover. Like that's it. There's like two covers. I think this is one of them. The other cover I'm probably going to get, but I do like the price point of this. It's I think it's 14 issues, maybe some extras. It's only $60, 368-page hardcover. So I think it's pretty cool. But they look really good in a nice coloring. Like that looks really good. That's Raphael Kayanan. This was a cool book. This was a really, really good book at the time. They're doing a trade of Reforged. I think I've showed you some of the Reforged stuff. To me, this Italian uh, house is doing a very good job of the coloring on this. They're doing just very slight coloring changes. Again, most of the stuff was never meant to be colored. I'm curious on what they're going to do. I think you mentioned this before. I'm curious on what they're going to do later on, if they're going to go in and take out the tones, or if they're going to
Yeah,
just
right?
kind of Dave Stewart it, and Dave Stewart colored the Tim Sale tones in Daredevil yellow and Hulk gray and stuff like that. So I think that's a I don't know. I'm very so far they haven't touched those issues, but they're doing a trade of this. But yeah, this looks real good. This looks great. I just like the slight color changes that they're doing. Really cool effects house. Really cool house. They're doing four. They're doing like quarterly one shots of this continuity, Fantastic Four movie continuity. Was this
That's
movie?
that's always like a risk. Because like, is it really in continuity? Like, if the next movie director comes along, he can just be like, I didn't read those comics. Like, don't do this. I don't
Uh,
know. It's just
I
my own
don't
opinion.
know. Yeah, to me it was very, very strange that you're doing. I mean, I listen. We love Buckingham. I think Buckingham did the first one.
Yeah.
Was it Fraction do the first one? Does that sound right? I
Yes.
think that's right. And that was
Yeah.
pretty good. But I don't know what
Bracken Buck. Bracken Buck. Good team.
Frackenbuck. This is probably, I think we covered this figure before, but Big Bad Toy Store has a shaded figure. Look how crazy this looks. That looks crazy. $70. The
You're
problem with
crazy.
toys is that they're never on sale. If they don't sell them, they might be on a good sale. But
Right.
it's hard for me to commit to like a $70 pre-order on something that may just still be around, then be $35 like 3 months later, or it's gone, and that's $150. But I don't know if I really need this, but it's pretty great though. That's
It
pretty
is.
that's pretty great. Look at that. It's insane. That's come a long way. Things have come a long way, that's for sure. And here's my Christmas gift. How is it possible that in stock trades, how are they able to do a 48% discount? 48%. I went on Amazon, it's like 67. So like, but how does any store do this? I don't understand. Like, how does any store do this at all? You know?
Because because they're making it in China at a probably 1/10 of the cover cost. So when you're making it for 1/10 or 1/5 of the cover cost, you can then go charge 50%. That's how. That's math.
Yeah.
They're getting it done, stitched together and bind it by children in China. And shipping it to America, and books are tariff free for the most part.
Hmm. So the one thing
Not
that's
always.
interesting with this is that there is a new, oh, I forget what it's called. I watched the video recap of this on Near Mint Condition.
Hey, have you ever read this whole series? I have. It's
I read
fantastic.
50. I read through 50. I've never
Okay.
read past 50. You read through 100 and
Mhm.
something?
Yeah,
Jesus. Wow.
I know. I love it. It was so good. It was so good.
It's really fun, and I the thing that I think is crazy is that so supposedly this is under, God, I forget the name. I just watched the video. I'm getting old. Already am old.
Getting.
This news, it's a heavier newsprint. He says it's not quite compendium. This is what the video said, the near mint condition, Omar. He says it's not quite newsprint, but when you get the box, you're just like, is this the wrong thing? He's like, you're gonna get delivered and you're gonna pick it up. You're like, uh-oh, they gave me something else. Maybe it's not in here. Like it's supposed to be super light. So this is what I would want because he showed pictures of like a Birds of Prey omnibus that came out, and he's like, this is like 125, but it's all glossy. But that type of color separation won't hold as well on non-glossy paper. So this type of stuff is perfect. So this should be the new way that they're printing stuff like this. But there was also like at the very end, there's a bunch of high-res scan Heritage Auction pages, and then there's like a massive 3 or 4 page fold out of, I guess, the cover he's doing for volume one, volume. I don't know how they're gonna do this. Are they gonna do what? Volume? Because he only did issue through issue like maybe he wrote through issue like maybe 60, 65, but then it goes to a bunch of people. Dan Jurgens, Mike Fleischer, Jan Duursma, so I don't know if they're going to go through because that went through how many? It was like 120 something plus
Right,
annuals.
right, right. Hey, it's
No
all a rip
annual
off.
here.
It's all a rip off of He-Man.
No, I don't know. Is that true?
No,
I don't know if
no,
that's
no, it's not. No,
true.
no, because it's the opposite. Remember, we had He-Man toys as a kid, and then
Yeah,
DC and Remco made Warlord toys, and
right.
I'm like, these are garbage. Who's this knockoff He-Man character? Little did
Yeah,
we know.
I had it when I was a kid. I had a Warlord figure, which I think is kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
so did I. I just thought it was a knockoff He-Man because we were six
Yeah,
and we didn't know who Warlord was. He wasn't on Super Friends, so why would we know who he was?
right, right. Yeah, you try to look them up now, they're so expensive. Like they're so expensive on card. There was an edition I almost bought that DC Direct did like a first appearance um action figure that was pretty good, but I don't know. It's one of those things I was thinking about it, but do I really need it? I don't know. I saw the Man Wolf figure yesterday in the store, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't know. It's $35. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. But that's all. I mean, again, super light week because it's Christmassy week. So that was it.
Yeah.
It for the news. We jump over
I didn't read
to your
the
X.
I didn't read the article, but I think the people are trying to speculate that Mark Miller's out at Netflix, which is
Mhm.
interesting because it's at the point where like they could probably use him with the Warner Brothers stuff.
Right.
I don't know, just an interesting thought. If I were Netflix, I'd be pissed at him doing Kickstarters. Like, oh, you're doing Kickstarters of new concepts that we could totally make into Netflix movies. All right, that's cool. The whole
I
reason
don't.
we signed you
I
up.
Yeah, but to me, I feel like he got screwed by Netflix. They signed him up, and they did what? They did what? They did a Super Crooks like anime that I've
They
never watched.
Super Crooks anime, which is supposedly good. I never watched it. I watched Jupiter's Legacy. I thought that was great.
Jupiter's Legacy was okay. It would have been better if they didn't split the timeline.
And they did Chosen Part One, which
I don't
was
even know.
oh my
That's
God. They filmed it in like Mexico and made it they filmed it in Spanish and then dubbed it with not great voices. It's bad. It's
so
a decent movie, but it's bad like
Netflix
uh,
shouldn't buy comic book properties. Like, because what they had the Old Guard, and the Old Guard was just fine.
but
And
no,
the
Old Guard
Old Guard 2 took like 10 years to come out, and no one cares.
yeah,
Like,
I've never watched Old Guard 2 actually.
yeah, Extraction. Like, I don't know. To me, like their movies are just whatever. Like, they're not. I think I'm pissed at Netflix because I don't know why they marketed. Why did they market Stranger Things like this? I thought it was supposed to be like 2 or 3 episodes for the Christmas episode. It was one episode. It was an hour and 12, and all it did was set up stuff, and we're getting ready. But I feel like half the first part of the season was 3 episodes of getting ready. Like I just don't understand. Like everything is just a tote board and a plan and a dry erase board. Then they have a very long living room scene, which is fine, but
Yeah.
the whole entire time I was goofing on it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Tammy's dead. I'm pretty sure they're dissecting her in the other dimension. You're all just hanging out, talking. Like you got to get going. Like there's no urgency. It's a very hurry up and wait situation. But we watched it and then it turned off and it's like, okay, you want to watch something else? I'm like, no, I want to watch the next episode. What happened? So I went back out and went back in. So you have episode 1 through 6, and you have episode 7, which is an hour, and then the last one's going to be what? A movie, 2 hours? You can go to theaters. I don't know. You could have. I don't understand how. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't
Yeah, I don't
understand.
know.
Anyway,
My girls did want to see it in a theater, but it's not our preferred theater. And now they're like, I guess we can watch it at home. I'm
it's
like,
not
yeah,
playing
we
at
can watch.
Cinemark.
No, I think it's the AMC exclusive or something.
Oh, forget it.
I
Screw
know.
you
Forget
guys.
about it. Dude, if Netflix tries to pull that shit with the Warner Brothers properties, double birds. That's what I gotta say.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I want Netflix to dumb down Warner Brothers stuff. Again, I would prefer Millar to be out because the second he got that deal, I don't think any of his stuff has been as creative. I know you liked Ambassadors and you like Big Game and stuff like that, but to me, when he made Big Game, it was just like, let me kind of put some of these loose things together, like as if I always meant it all along. So I don't know. I don't care about it. I don't care. Anyway, Youngblood Imperial.
Gunblood Imperial. This is a good book. Kirkman, strong by Marat. Um, would I prefer a different artist? Maybe, but I love Marat as a person so much. Like, it's like I don't think Marat was ready to like at this point. Kirkman had already been doing Walking Dead and Invincible. As
Mhm.
soon as Kirkman got hot, Live was like, "Hey, you're a big fan of mine. I'm a big fan of yours. Invincible and Walking Dead are great. Write Youngblood and Supreme for me." Kirkman's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Writes a Supreme miniseries, completely written Supreme miniseries. We
I don't think
got
I saw
one
this.
issue.
I don't think I've ever seen this cover.
That's cool. The pink version is the version that got to stores. He
Oh,
sold these through his website and through you had to directly order from these from Liefeld and Jimmy J from Arcade Comics. And a year or two later, you could order them through previews. That's neat. That's a good Walker Brothers. The Walker Brothers weren't great, but like Liefeld inked that cover and really like upped it. He upped it.
he upped it. I do like this. I do. I think that cover's pretty dope.
No, it is pretty dope.
Look at that.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen this cover before.
Yeah, Arcade Comics was fun. They only did like a handful of books, but they were pretty good. It's just you didn't get a lot of number twos. We didn't get Bloodsport 2. We got a Genesis 2, but we didn't get Imperial 2. We didn't get Suprema number 2. But
Fragaboom. What Fragaboom doing there?
he Liefeld likes his inks.
Hmm.
But I think just the cover, right? They don't like
I don't
Frank
know.
anything inside.
I don't know. I think we covered that one. That's like a is
Yeah,
that
that's just
Wills.
straight up the Walker Brothers. No, it's the Walker
It
Brothers,
looks
but
like
they
looks
were
like Wills.
yes, very much so.
Yeah, I think let's cover this one last week.
So this is
I guess it's funny. It's a combination. I feel like it's a combination of like Will's Portaccio too, also a little bit, a little bit.
no, it's fun. They're good. They're good stuff. Uh, Did I say it to you off the air or on the air about where I'm at with this? I'm about to
Oh yeah,
start the 2012
out there.
Youngblood stuff, which is
Hmm.
the John Malin, John McLaughlin era of Youngblood. Um, but before that, Liefeld had announced a bunch of other Youngblood books that never quite came to fruition. Youngblood Warzone. It's like a diehard Vogue story. Seems really awesome. Liefeld pages post it. Great. There's another story, which the fans call Shaft in Africa, which is like Shaft and Bedrock, and they're in Africa, and there's like a rhino attacking them.
Shaft in Africa.
I know. It's funny looking, and but it's really good art. It's like really like what is this for? And then there's another one called Youngblood: The Assembled, which was like Liefeld was going to do this adult version of Youngblood. And the only thing I ever remember is like the joke. He's like, well, Bedrock's maturing and he's learning to get his rocks off. I'm like, masturbating Bedrock. That's fun.
Yeah, I say do all those covers. I don't know.
No,
I would say just because no one's going to cover that like at all. I'm curious
well,
to go through. I got a bunch of wizards. I'm curious to kind of go through and see if I can find any projects that are just not a thing. You know.
yeah, yeah. The Youngblood: The Assembled. Like I said, it was very Mark Miller authority inspired. And then he got Mark Miller to write Bloodsport, so he dropped it. But then when he went to go back to the Youngblood: The Assembled, I think it was changed. And I have pages from that my friend Mike Caprati painted. Mike Caprati is this guy who worked at UPS with us, and he was an assistant at my friend's little art studio. But he went off. He started painting Liefeld covers. He did work with Liefeld just by sheer coincidence, and then he's in the gaming industry now, making the real money. But
Making
he's
the
like a
real money.
real he was like the real talent, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so these are a bunch of books. Youngblood Imperial Zero. Liefeld has pages from that Kirkman wrote. So there's just like I say, just a bunch of Youngblood yearbooks. Just start doing them. Just start peppering them in. Hey, you need a break from regular Youngblood? Put in a Youngblood yearbook. It's Warzone. It's Youngblood Imperial 3. It's whatever. Just start putting them out randomly.
Where, yeah, where is he placing the giant size Youngblood? Because giant size
That
Youngblood is not coming out in the
till the
order.
summer? Something. I think he wants to get all 4 giant-sized books done.
Hmm,
I don't think they're coming out till the summer, even though we read it like 3 months ago.
right,
But it
right,
technically takes place before Youngblood #1. So there's no reason he can't do all these other yearbooks that I'm talking about because they all take place before Youngblood #1.
right.
Do it. Just do it.
Do it. Do it. Yeah, so I got to figure out what I want to do with again, I'm just trying there's just so much. So hopefully things are going to calm down for life, in the early probably not. It's probably going to be as
Yeah, probably
hectic, but
not. I don't know what you're
probably
talking
not.
about.
No. But this is a weird week, yeah, because I got what 2.5 days of work and then off a day and then working Friday and maybe working Saturday. I don't know. So, but you know, I just have to figure out like I started doing my 2026 things, what I would like to try and do, so I'm still trying to work that out. So, what do you feel about we've talked about this a few different times. Do you want to do like midweek like a kind of a best of 2025 Awestruck edition?
We
Awestruck
could.
edition.
Are you ready now? Do you want to blabber stuff added to the show, or do you just want to do its own separate show?
No, we'll do it to Zebra Choke. It's gonna be more work if we you need to screenshot some stuff. Like I would say
I got to do work.
top 10.
Ugh,
You have to do some work. Yes,
that's
you have to
not
do
that's not
some
what
work.
I'm here for. I'm the talent. I just show up.
I think you should do some work. It's gonna work out. Um, I would say top 10. Tough one. Let me think. Just do a top 10. Yeah, let's just try to do a top 10.
Top 10. All right.
Top 10.
That's
But
fine.
then we
Yeah,
won't collaborate on who's doing what, and then we might have some stuff combined.
we
So
are
listen, yeah,
our
and then
like
like
5 of our books are going to be the same.
probably, probably we'll see. I'll try to shake it up, shaking it up, shaking it up. But that's it. We'll make it a real tight, real short episode. Anyone comment what they like this year, things that surprised them, certain talents that you're looking forward to in the next year. I'm curious. I think that there was an announcement here, was a bit of a news item that it was like Into the Unbeing, which was 2 miniseries through Dark Horse. Dark Horse announced a library edition that's coming out September of 2026. Hello, that's 9 months from now. What are you talking
Yes,
about? What are you
because
talking about? And hopefully it's a good library edition.
they got to get it shipped from China. They need that time
So you have
from
time to talk about it. I mean, it's
from,
like,
from China.
I wonder if everything should be Kickstarter. I wonder if everything should be like of interest. Like, can you fund it that way you make your money on it and then it'll come out, you know? Also, where's the Transformers UK Volume 1? Is that late? That didn't ship? I don't know if it came out.
No,
I don't think so. I
I
think it
didn't
came
see
out.
this. I didn't see it at the store.
Nope.
Hmm. I forgot to look for it though too.
Nope. 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 Yeah, that's it. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tell your grandma to watch, listen, everything, all this stuff. And let's do the things and
All the
see
things.
everyone in the new year. In the new year, 2026.
2026. That's right, baby.